Let's transform these onions into a powerful hair growth oil that fights hair loss, promote thicker and healthier hair. Today I will show you two different ways to make your onions oil at home. The first method is with heat, while the last one is without heat. I will also share how to remove the onion smell in your hair and the best way to use it to maximize the results. Onions are packed with sulfur, which is a key nutrient for stronger hair strands. Sulfur boosts collagen production, strengthen hair follicle, and reduce hair breakage. Onion oil also improve blood circulation to the scalp, fighting dandruff and preventing premature graying. If you are struggling with hair thinning or shedding, this is a natural solution you will love. For this recipe, I'll be using olive oil and avocado oil. I have already gone ahead to measure out my oil, mix it together, and this is it right here. Feel free to use any oil of your choice. It mustn't be the exact one I am using for this video. Before I get into the first method, let me just give you this as an expo. Any recipe that has onions, garlic, ginger, or rosemary, do not snooze on it because these are wonderful herbs that actually works. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is to clean our onion by peeling out the back. Cut the head and the bottom of the onion, then proceed to washing it. Make sure you wash off all those black things on it. Those are fungus that you don't need. So make sure you wash them off. I know that there are three different onions, the white one, the orange one, and then the purple one. But I'm a bit confused. I don't know if this is the purple or the orange one. Like, I don't even know how to differentiate the both of them. Please, if you know what I'm talking about, you can differentiate the both onions. Please let me know in the comment section if this is actually the purple or the orange onion, because I'm very sure this is definitely not the white one. So it's either the orange or the purple one. So because I didn't want to add any water while blending it, I decided to use a grater. Even though there is another way to do this, you can slice your onions into chunks, pour it in your blender, and then top it up with the oil of your choice. Then go ahead and blend it. It's still going to give you the same result, but I decided to use my grater for the job. For those who don't have a blender, done grating my onions, I'm going to pour it inside the saucepan that can cook directly on fire. This method is faster and it gives you this rich aromatic onions oil. It is time to pour in the oil. I'm going to divide it into two, one for the first method and the remaining one for the last method. Stir to combine. Make sure the oil is covering the onions completely. For this heat method, I'll be putting it on the fire, but I'm going to use the lowest form of heat, meaning I'm going to use the smallest burner and I'm going to lower the flame. I'm doing this so the onion will not burn and it will gradually infuse into the oil, and also to avoid losing the nutrients in the oil. So I'm going to cook this on low heat for at least 15 to 20 minutes while stirring occasionally until the onion turn gold brown. So basically, you're going to know your oil is ready once your onions turns gold brown. You're going to keep stirring at interval to avoid sticking to the pot or getting burnt. Do not cook on high heat because then it will cook very fast and then you will lose the nutrients. So cook gradually and still preserve the nutrients. So right now the onions have turned brown. This is an indication that the oil is ready. I brought it down and then I am going to let it to cool off before I go ahead and strain it. After watching the both method, let me know which one you prefer and why. So right now I am going to strain out the onions oil using my cheesecloth. The whole house smells delicious. It smells like I'm making stew. Imagine going around smelling like stew after applying these onions on your hair. But do not worry, there's always something to mask the smell. So I'm just going to gently hold up the cheesecloth until the oil has drained completely. I decided not to squeeze just in case there's still extra water in it. We don't want water getting into the oil. So now I am going to store it into this transparent bottle. I am going to use the exact bottle for the second method so you guys can see the difference. So here you have it, the first method, which is the heat method. Let me know if you'll be trying out the heat method or you prefer the second method. Let's head into the second method real quick. So now this is the remnant of the oil we use for the first method. This second method is pretty easy but time consuming, meaning that you're keeping your onions oil to gently infuse for days. I have already grated my onions behind the camera. Feel free to slice, cut, blend, or pound, whichever works for you. I'll pour the onions into the oil and then I'll stir to combine. This cold method is perfect if you do not want to use heat or if you want to preserve all the nutrients. Onion is truly amazing for hair growth if only you can deal with the smell. I know a lot of people don't like to use onions because of the smell. If you're dealing with stunted growth, if you're having alopecia, if you're having bald patches, use onion. This is a guarantee that it really works. Onion oil is affordable. It is a natural solution for hair loss, dandruff, and weak hair. It strengthens your hair roots, promotes hair growth, and give you thicker, shinier hair without chemical. After closing this up, I am going to put it in a cupboard. There, I'll let it sit for 2 days. You can let it sit longer or more. This method ensures that the nutrients are preserved. So this is after 2 days of infusing our onions oil. It is ready to be used. You can keep it longer if you wish, but this is long enough for me. The onion smell in this one is stronger than the first one because the first one was cooked and this one wasn't. Another difference between the both method is that the first method, be rest assured that you are losing some nutrients, while the second method, all the nutrients is still intact. Also, the first method is ready under an hour, but the second you have to keep it for days to properly infuse. I use my cheesecloth to strain out the oil and also avoid pressing the cheesecloth so the water would not enter into the oil. Because this one didn't come in contact with heat, so the water is still present. So do not squeeze, just hold up the cheesecloth until the oil has properly drained out. If you're looking for something that works really fast and you don't mind the smell, try out this recipe and come and give me your feedback. How to use: you can use this as a scalp oil, apply it 2 or 3 times weekly. You can also use it as a pre-poo. Massage the oil into your scalp for 5 to 10 minutes, then apply to the length of your hair. Leave it on for 30 minutes or overnight for deeper penetration. Then wash it out with a mild shampoo. Do this 2 to 3 times weekly for best results. If the smell is the issue, you can reduce it by adding 2 to 3 drops of essential oils like lavender, peppermint, or rosemary. You can also rinse out your hair with lemon water, apple cider vinegar after a wash. If you don't have essential oils, here is another alternative. While grating your onions, you can also combine orange peel or lemon peel. This will neutralize the scent of the onion. So here is the pros and the cons of both methods. The first method, which was cooked on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes. The pros: ready within an hour. The oil becomes more aromatic and less likely to spoil because the heat has killed the bacteria. Strong onions extracts quickly infused into the oil. The cons: heat may destroy some sensitive nutrients like enzymes and antioxidants. Stronger onion smell in the oil. The shelf life of this method is about 2 to 3 months stored in a cold, dry place. The second method, which was soaked for 2 days, preserves more nutrients. This method has a shorter lifespan. Which method will you be trying? Thank you for watching. See you in my next upload. Do have a lovely day.